Yeah, you definitely got the smooth thing going on. Now, tell us, is there anything that, now that you finished your project and it's ready to go, is there anything that you wanted to change about it, or you just like, that is me right there?
Well, at this particular point, I try not to look back and say, well, about changing it. I get it to a certain point, and I'm like, okay, it's ready. So,
because sometimes people want to add another track, or they want to.
Honestly, about a month ago, I actually added a track because there were 12 tracks on there, and I was like, yeah, I need to pull this one other song in on this album because I think it fits the flow of what I'm trying to do. But I also had that thought with several other songs, so this album could have very well been 20 songs easily, but I was like, okay,
oh, wow.
I can't. Right. So, but I'm already in the process. It's interesting. This project hasn't really been released out there. You've heard singles and so forth, but I'm already in cycle with working on the next project as well. So.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Absolutely. I don't stop when the project is done. Ken doesn't stop. I keep going.
Well, see, that's a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, you'll be having this one out. So what about performances? Do you perform a lot in North Carolina? Do you travel and do it, or where you at when it comes to that?
Well, I've done several shows here. In recent times, the biggest focus has really been putting together the project and really just trying to put things together. Some gigs I have coming up, some local events, and really trying to get ready to push that out even more. I'm getting various requests at different places right now. So, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. And now that the project is pretty much done, and even though I'm working on the next project, there's that time to really get out there and start, really reaching out and touching, feel and touch, type thing. So.
Okay, great. All right. So, video. Like, how would you do it? Give us a little bit. Like, say if we did Queen of Hearts. If you had to come up with a concept for that video right now, what would it be?
Wow.
I'm trying. I need to see the whole thing. I need to hear it, and I'm trying to see it because that could be real smooth. So I want to hear. If somebody asked you, how would you want it?
Well, obviously, it'd be myself, a beautiful young lady. We just. There, I'm at the very beginning. People, if they did not hear, there's a little Spanish going on there. Just really, just trying to.
I did hear it.
So really, just trying to, really hold her hand, looking in her eyes, and just letting her know, this is what I love you. This is what it's about, and you are my queen. Just catering to her in every way, and really putting her on that pedestal, and we actually, believe it or not, this actually came up last week. This is why I'm laughing about that.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, there is another song that I think that we're going to be looking at doing a video for, which I think, it's going to be a very tasteful one. I think people will appreciate it. The concept is not as difficult to come together on the other song that we're looking at. So. But I definitely have some thoughts about that video concept. We were working on it for a while, and we may want to take this other approach. So sometimes you have to be led by some of the other listeners and what they're thinking with what's on the project. So I think the one that we're looking at is really going to be more conducive for that video early on.
Okay, and what track would that be?
Well, it's a track that you guys haven't heard yet. It's on the album. It's entitled No Windows. Right. So
that's different.
Yes, it is, and I think that once people listen to it, it's definitely one of those songs that really touches the soul, and it would be very, very. If you hear the song, you would understand what I mean as far as video concept and why and how it could touch a lot of people. So, yeah, it's one of those songs that I listen to even after I go back and listen to it. It may bring tears to my eyes. It's like it's kind of touching,
okay. Well, then that's good. That's good. So if it touches you like that and other people that probably gave you feedback on it, then that's good. We need that stuff that touches the soul and gets down in it, where you just, like Jeff said earlier, you want to play it over and over again, that you could relate to. So that's really good if you go in that deep down where you actually got people like, damn, just really into it. But I mean, make sure when you finish your video that you post it on the wall. We would love to see it and support you. We do have some listeners down in North Carolina, so it would be great if you highlight any performances or anything that you have coming up so people can actually come out, and support you and get buy your, do they say album? Or buy your latest LP release. I can't, back in the days, like, cop that album or whatever. They don't even say that anymore. So, but all right, so if you had anything inspiring, like, not if you had anything inspiring, but what would you say to an up-and-coming artist who is independent? What words of inspiration would you tell them?
Well, my whole thing is, a lot of young artists, a lot of them are young, still in school. There's a lot of talented artists out there. I would say don't lose focus on that, still get that, your school and all that, because that's the way that's the approach I took. I went through, got my degree, went back and got my master's, and then I started working on this thing, So I want to make sure I establish some type of foundation where I can at least have some type of structured mindset when you have to deal with people in more of a business role. So really understand when you're looking at contracts and when you're looking at signing to a label, $1 million label, people have to understand, signing to $1 million contract, that's $1 million loan that you eventually have to sell and go beyond it to make anything. So it's really, looking at it from that approach. I guess that's the main thing that I have to want to put out there. Just understand what you're getting into, understand the legal things, the paperwork. Don't just look at it because you have a big name label that, yes, this is it. It's a big name label, but understand what goes into that.
True indeed. So tell us again before we end this segment how we can hear your music, where to go to follow you and support you. I know that you got the R&B page, but tell us again before we go out the other places where people can actually get to hear your music and see what you're doing.
Yes, you can go on my Facebook music page, which is facebook.com/Hurl music page. That's KHURLMUSICPAGE. That's all one word. Or you can go to khurlmusic.com, which is my personal website, and Reverb Nation. So you got reverbnation.com/khurlmusic. And
okay,
also,
great.
And also on Just Give Me the Mic on the Just Give Me the Mic page, you definitely find me.
That's right. And give this man some feedback. He wants to hear from everyone. He wants to know if you like the track, if you don't. And, give us some ideas because, that's how we keep growing, supporting each other. And, anything can branch off from that. I might be in North Carolina one day and you doing a show, and I'd be like, let me go through and support, Ken Hurley. Now, well, I just want to say, a representative of the show, that, wish you much success. Keep doing what you're doing. I would love to, like, if you ever do a show and they post a video or something on YouTube. You said you're also on YouTube as well, right?
Oh, yes, YouTube as well, youtube.com/khurlmusic. Typically, if you put a K-Hurl music back there behind anything, you can probably find me. So.
Okay, great. All right, so, once you put your videos up, we're going to check it out. If I see something ahead of time, I'll post it. And, I'm always going on your pages to try to see, what you got coming up, what's going on, because I know, you're busy. You probably don't remember to put up everything. But, thanks again for joining me, coming through and talking with me today and doing some music. What I wanted to do before we go out, but we have like maybe 5 minutes, I wanted to play back and forth, but I won't get a chance to tonight. If you can, what I'm going to do is put the actual link. Is there a link on the YouTube page that I can put on the Just Give Me the Mic page?
Yes, actually there is, and I can put it out there tonight.
Okay, great. Do that. And what I'll do is I'll definitely use that song to open up another show in the future, and I will give you the shout-out and bring it out again and let it be known that, you were a guest on the show. We also have an event coming up real soon, hopefully in October. I'm, sitting here crossing my fingers and legs and toes trying to make sure that this all works out because we're trying to put together a Just Give Me the Mic appreciation mix and mingle. So I'm trying to, get that locked in, get people enough notice. I would like to have some people from out of town come through as well and just network. I want everybody that's been on the show to network, people that's on the page to network, and, you know, some of the pioneers as well, to all be in one room and just kick it and get to know each other. So we're definitely trying to put something like that together. And just thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank T-Ski Valley for coming on and let me play some of his music and his classic hit, Catch the Beat. Thank you for coming through with 2 smooth R&B tracks, you know, and we're going to look out for that release next week. And thank you to the listeners and callers. Remember to check out the Just Give Me the Mic page on Facebook, you know, and give Ken Hurley some love on that page when he posts his videos and his music. Tune in next Monday because we're going to have the one and only Ikey C, who's doing it real big at Hudson River. You know, he got the Giant Stadium thing coming on and some music, so we're going to kick it with him for a little bit. And then we got Classic from We Own It Records coming through. He got some really hot tracks as well, so you don't want to miss that, you know. And once again, thank you to everyone, and good night. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you. I do this.
Thank you. All right. So what did you say, Ken? Because I kind of like, you good?
Oh,
See
I'm
you
good.
next week.
Thank you for yes. Have a good one.
You too.